another WSAZ investigation. Money, it's something we could all use a little more of, right? No need to check the couch cushions. This is according to the West Virginia Treasurer's Office, because 1 in 10 Americans have unclaimed funds that are just sitting in government offices right in their name.
So now an established program is getting a new name and a facelift that officials say will reunite you with your cash, and they say it's going to be even faster. News Channel 3's Kelsey Soto is finding your funds that you didn't even know were missing.
Am I going to have a lot of money?
Oh, wow.
It's awesome. Money I didn't know I had.
Your time is precious, and your time is money, and I'm here to help you get it back.
There is no taxes involved in this. It might sound too good to be true, but I promise you it's true.
The West Virginia Treasurer's Office says there are more than 3 million unclaimed property listings on file with their office right now. But what does that mean, and what could it mean for you? Even though it's called property, there's no actual real estate involved.
Expired checks, it could be life insurance policies, it could be safety deposit boxes in banks.
A utility bill or interest off a credit card you closed that maybe they couldn't refund you or find you to get a hold of you. No funny money here. The program is legit, and each state has their own similar system, typically run by the Treasurer's Office.
If you see me in your town, I don't have bad news. I typically have checks, so don't worry, I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to give it back.
State Treasurer Riley Moore says he's eager to return this money to the rightful owner. He tells me his office has about $300 million of your dollars securely stashed, just waiting to be claimed. So let the treasure hunt begin. James, Hope, Carol, Amanda. We hit the streets of Huntington, talking to homeowners and looking up names online. There's a couple different chunks.
Yeah, I'm related to Felix. I don't see him on there either.
Some had already heard of the Unclaimed Property Fund, checking the website a few times a year.
You never know if something just comes up in the system that you're not aware of.
Right, and it's tied to businesses too, so people who own small businesses. Yeah. Others were unfamiliar.
After my mother passed, I wondered if there was something of her she left somewhere.
So this breaks it down by city, so obviously if you lived in other parts of the state. There's no statute of limitations either, so some of those funds could be decades old. Amounts range from just a few dollars to several $100,000, like in the case of a life insurance policy or an estate settlement, which led to a big payday for one family in the Eastern Panhandle.
They didn't realize that there was a bank account that was sitting out there, a savings account, and that had come to our unclaimed property division. And that ended up being nearly $60,000 that she wasn't aware that she was entitled to, and which was great to be able to get that back to the rightful owner, particularly that had belonged to her husband, who had unfortunately passed away.
Back at our office, I found at least 10 coworkers who had money waiting on them.
This is me. Is that me? That's me. That's my middle name.
Alyssa had $20.
Why is my name on there?
$162 for Melanie. The treasurer handed me a stack of checks, and now I'm the delivery person for nearly $1,000 of my colleagues' money. I feel a little bit like Oprah, a little bit like Santa Claus. Jeremy hit a snag filling out the paperwork online, but after we helped him sort it out, he had a few hundred reasons to smile.
$560.74.
Treasurer Moore admits navigating the state's website can be a little taxing. The process includes several steps, including printing, filling out, and uploading a few forms and required documents. But some of that is about to change, thanks to new legislation set to go in effect July 1st. The new law will allow people to complete the process online and, in many cases, automatically reunite residents with their money. No paperwork required. An upgrade, he says, that just makes sense.
If a unclaimed property is $5,000 or less, and we can verify that person on our own independently, we will now be able to just send that money out. People will just get a check in the mail. So we're excited to be able to do that, so it's not so much work on the individual side.
There's 3 more zeros behind that.
The Treasurer's Office shells out a crisp $15 million a year, but is hoping all unclaimed funds find their way home. So spread the word. You can look up your neighbors, friends, family. You never know who might have money left in the vault. How often do we get to return your money to you? It certainly is exciting. Now, we want to take a quick second to show you how to search your name or friends and family online. So you can visit missingmoney.com, and that's going to combine all of the publicly available databases in every state. So you just type a name into their database, and it'll break it down by state. And so that'll help you fill out the claim. If you find something, you can just type your name in the search bar, and you can track that entire process, which is really cool. So you're going to be able to see everything from start to finish, and you'll be able to get updates. Now, keep in mind, it does take time to verify and to process and cut those checks, so be patient, but exciting nonetheless. And of course, I want to be a part of this journey with you, so if you go and search and find some money, let me know. Shoot me an email, kelsey.soto@wsaz.com. We want to check in on everyone and see just exactly how this treasure hunt pans out.
Yeah,
I think it's fascinating stuff because people just didn't know it existed, and that's the most fascinating
That's the best part. It's $20 or $5 or $100, and you didn't even know you're missing it.
Yeah.
Still some money.
Exactly. Hey, gas is expensive. You gotta make it back somewhere.
That's right.
How often do we get to return things? And that's the best part.
Nice feeling, yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Hey, thanks, Kelsey. Good